Okay, hello everyone. My name is Laquan Williams, and in this video topic, I'm going to be discussing the fourth and final season of Black Lightning, the TV show that's on the CW. It's a DC Comics show. It's in its fourth and final season. The first episode aired on the 8th of this month, February 2021, which was on Tuesday, a couple days ago. Today is now Saturday. The second episode, there's no preview here, but basically, upcoming, what's going to happen on the show is basically, we'll see the return of Wayne Brady's character, who is Gravedigger. He's the bad guy that was introduced in the last season, season 3, previous season. And the continued efforts of Tobias Whale, who is the main villain on the show, is obviously going to be an issue. Obviously, continue for the family, the Black Lightning family, because now Tobias Whale is no longer the leader of the 100 gang. Lala is, who used to be his main enforcer that he killed in season 1. He's in charge of the gang, and they have another rival gang faction that they're going up against. And the 100 gang is now selling Green Light, which are the drugs that were introduced in the last season of Black Lightning in season 3. Those drugs turn people obviously into metahumans temporarily, and it can mess with the minds and the body of metahumans as it alters them. So who have superpowers. So we'll see what's going to happen with that. The first season, the first episode of Black Lightning for this season 4, episode 1, it showed obviously Black Lightning dealing with the past struggles that he's been dealing with. That carried on from the previous season. Because Detective Henderson died, he feels guilty about that because he wasn't there to save him in time, and he was very close to him. So now there's a new police chief on the show. She doesn't like Black Lightning and metahumans. She's going to enforce laws to make sure that she keeps the police safe, but also keeps tabs on metahumans. She doesn't want them in her way, in the police's way. They want to do their job. They don't want them in the way because obviously they know what happened with the ASA and them previously in the last season, so that they have to deal with that. The police chief knows, the new police chief and her detective, who is the special forces person, special forces operative. They both know that Jefferson Pierce is Black Lightning. They came to his office and told him that they caught his police, they found his car on a traffic stop light camera. He got caught because he was in the area in broad daylight. He electrocuted 2 police officers who were harassing a young black teenager who had I believe he had a violin in his hand, if I'm not mistaken, some type of musical instrument, and they are harassing him. They pulled guns on him. Jefferson Pierce got out of his car as Black Lightning in a suit because he was at the graveyard for Detective Henderson. He was visiting them at the funeral. Excuse me, not the funeral. He was visiting them at the graveyard. They had a funeral, obviously, months before that, but he was at his funeral. His dad was there talking to him as a ghost because his dad's been dead for over 30 years. His dad was killed by Tobias Whale. He basically told him, obviously, that he needed to stop beating himself down and get back up and continue to fight because the city needs him as Black Lightning. He said that he didn't want to continue on. He was quitting because he feels guilty for what happened with Detective Henderson. He was very depressed throughout the episode, very upset and mad. He was drinking a lot, and because of that, obviously, his family was telling him that he needed to get the ball moving as far as figuring out a plan to get back at Tobias Whale and how to take him down, because Tobias Whale knows their identity. He knows who all of them are, and he obviously holds the information over their heads, so he's got the leverage and blackmail over them. And now he's moving into the philanthropic route. He's now he's getting into politics, and he's giving the mayor help and putting money in the community. So now he's changed his face again because he's obviously a very devious bad guy. So they have to deal with that. Wayne Brady's character, Painkiller is Khalil. He's an ally who used to be a villain on the show, but will be back soon, and he's going to have his own spin-off that's going to happen this summer, going into the fall. It's going to be starting in episode 7, which is the backdoor pilot episode that they're going to introduce this season and the final season of Black Lightning. There's only 13 episodes of it in total. The last season 3, had 16. Gravedigger is played by Wayne Brady. You thought he was dead at the end of the season 3. We all did, but obviously you have to watch the whole end of the episode in season 3, the finale. to see the season finale, to see that he was actually alive still. He's a super metahuman. He's got many different powers. He's like Shang Tsung mixed in with a metahuman. He can use people's powers against them. He can manipulate their powers. He can coerce people and use mind control on them to do what he wants and to do their bidding. He's very dangerous and very smart. He's actually over like 100 years old. More than that, he's very dangerous, very smart, very dangerous. So Black Lightning's car license plate got picked up on a camera around the street area, residential area where he was at, because even though he zapped the 2 police officers and erased their memory for like at least a couple of hours so they won't remember what happened to him, he destroyed their car, so the dash cam footage, the whole car was fried and electrocuted because he blew it up basically. He still got caught, so they didn't see him on camera, but his license plate did get picked up. So the new police chief and her special forces operative, a detective, who he's special forces former, but he's a detective. He's supposed to be friends with Henderson, who died, Detective Henderson. He told Black Lightning, you can help me, because Henderson said you're a good guy. But obviously, now that they know that he's back as Black Lightning, they can't trust him because they saw that he took down a couple people and he damaged them. He shocked the police officers. Obviously, the new police chief is not happy about that. And obviously, something else to reconsider is think about in the episode, one of the guys that shot his younger daughter with a laser gun, one of the gang members from the 100 who shot his younger daughter Jennifer. She's right here. She's Lightning. This is Thunder. His older daughter Anessa. She got shot. She regenerated and healed herself, but he found out who the guy was, got him on camera, went to his house, beat him up, and blinded him in his eyes. He shocked him out of his eyes with his own. He looked into his eyes like how the Ghost Rider looks into people's eyes, and instead of their eyes going black, he electrocuted him, he fried him, so his eyes were all like basically burnt out. So he's blind. So they found out about that, and they said that they said Black Lightning's back. What's going on? He usually doesn't hurt people, so he's in trouble. He did a lot of mistakes as Jefferson Pierce in broad daylight, obviously at night in that suit. He had an actual suit on. He didn't have his costume on, so he was very sloppy. And because of his rage and anger, he let that get the best of him. So now he's got another target added to his back. Now that the police chief and her special forces, obviously operative / detective, knows who he is, so there isn't going to be any trust there. There will be fake, because obviously he's going to have to get into close to them to make sure that he keeps them off their trail. But they already know who he is, so it's kind of a hard thing to do. This is going to be the final season of Black Lightning. It's been fun the last couple of years watching the show from the beginning. I never heard of Black Lightning, but when it first came on, I watched it, the first episode. Months before it happened, I saw a preview of it on TV, and I saw the trailer. I forgot where I saw it at or how I saw it on TV or somehow, but I saw it. And I was like kind of interested to look and see what happened, and I said I wanted to watch it, so I started watching it. Just like how the other CW shows on TV have happened with Green Arrow and Flash. I watched them on TV years ago, and then all of a sudden once I watched them, I got interested, and now years later, I'm still watching it. I started watching them on Netflix, and to catch up on all the episodes that I missed, I started watching The Flash at the end of the first season. I started watching The Green Arrow at the end of the third season. Oh, excuse me, at the end of the second season is when I started watching the Green Arrow, if I'm not mistaken. But it was mid-season 3, I think. Yeah. Oh no, it was around there. No, I think it was season 3. Yeah, I saw the last episode. And I saw when the Green Arrow and they were fighting, and when Laurel got shot off the roof. I saw those last couple episodes, but yeah. So excuse me, not Laurel. Laurel. When she was the black canary before she was the white canary. When they couldn't figure out who shot her, that's when I started. I think it's when I started watching it. If I'm not mistaken. What was the last episode when they fought in this season? I think it was the mid-season finale or the season finale when they were fighting in the streets, if I'm not mistaken, against not the Hand, not the Hand or the Foot Clan. I forgot their name. Oh, the League of Shadows, if I'm not mistaken, League of Assassins. Yeah. another ninja Foot Clan, basically, or Ninja Clan, yeah. Ra's al Ghul, yeah. I saw them. It was about right around their time. But anyways, the shows have been fun. You know, Flash, the Superman show that they brought obviously Constantine there with DC Legends. So the CW has great shows. We'll see what happens with the new Painkiller show that's supposed to happen with the Black Lightning spinoff that's going to happen this summer, it's going into the fall. But other shows on the network are gone. Supernatural's gone. The Green Arrow's gone. Black Lightning's in its last season, so it's gone. And also Supergirl is gone. It's in its last season as well. Batwoman and Stargirl are both in their second season. The new Superman show is going to be in 10 days, Superman and Lois, so we'll see what happens with that. But the Green Arrow and the Canary show didn't get picked up at all, and there's still no word on that, and I don't know what happened with that. It was really weird. CW wasted time and money, and the actors wasted their time bringing those characters to life, and obviously giving us a preview of what was going to happen on the show, but it's not going to happen, so they cut it off. So we'll see what happens in the next couple of years, in the next near future, the next crossover that they have next year. I don't know what it's going to be called. It'll actually, you know what, it'll be this year, probably towards the end of this year. Winter time, Christmas, going into Thanksgiving, going into Christmas. It's going to happen. Hopefully it's 2 parts, and hopefully the Green Arrow characters are back and Black Lightning characters are brought in with the Flash and DC Legends characters, because if they cut them out, it's going to be weird. I hope they do bring them back, because, I mean, there's really no point in not bringing them back. They were in all of them. The last one was obviously the first one. They introduced Superman, and they had Supergirl together, and it was obviously the first time that they introduced Black Lightning to that whole universe of the Arrowverse, because up until just last season, Black Lightning was never in any interaction with any of those characters. So we'll see what happens with that. That's all I have to say about this. And Black Lightning season 4, the first episode, it was fun. It's just very unfortunate that there's 3 less episodes this season, which is the last one than the previous one, and that the show's going to be over. But let me know what you have to think about that, and if you actually haven't seen any of it. And if you've seen the crossovers and you know you're hoping that the next one's gonna be just as great with Crisis on Infinite Earths that just happened, let me know. But that's all I have to state about that. And hopefully the Painkiller spinoff show is still happening, because if not, it's gonna suck. It's gonna suck really, because obviously CW is gonna do what they do with the Green Arrow and the Canaries. We're not gonna do it. That's the end of it. We're not gonna give you any final statement. I hope they don't do that. I hope it gets picked up, and hopefully they change their mind and they actually give John Constantine his own show on the CW. And then hopefully they actually change their mind and bring the Green Arrow and the Canary show back, hopefully, because they're going to need it, because within the next year, they're going to have less shows. Like I said, Supernatural's gone, Green Arrow's gone, they're about to lose Supergirl, and they're about to lose Black Lightning. So just in the last year, they've lost 4 major shows, just in this last year, so we'll see what happens. Besides the Walker Texas Ranger show, and the new Superman show, and some other shows that are not superhero related, I don't know what else they're going to have on. We'll see what happens, obviously, though, with that. But thank you for watching. If you have any questions, let me know. And if you have any comments as to what's going on with Black Lightning, also ask me as well. Thank you for watching, and that's it. Bye.